Hello everybody. I'm the 2016-2017 Miss Indian World. I'm here with PowWows.com, Charlie Ballard. I'm with my cousin, my aunt, my other aunt, so sitting over there. And we're here just to a little bit to talk about how everything was as Miss Indian World and what I got to do. So again, my name is Danielle to Sheena Finn. I'm the 2016-2017 Miss Indian World. I am a citizen of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. I am Hunkpapa, Lakota, Ihonktawan, Dakota, Assiniboine, and Métis. And I've had an awesome year, and so here I am. It's going to be a Q&A kind of style, so if you guys want to ask me questions, what it's like being Miss Indian World, who I am, what I did this year, any type of questions that you guys want to ask me, I'm totally open to answer. Anything you want to know, I will totally answer. So I just want to say right now, where am I? I'm actually the head woman dancer at the UC Davis powwow here in Davis, California. And right now I'm at the UC Davis Native American Academic Student Success Center, which is actually one of the only student success centers in the UC system. And it was just opened on Monday. So it's actually really awesome to be here in this new building, surrounded by really awesome. Hey Deborah, I'm doing good. Hi, this is awesome. Yeah, keep asking me questions, everybody. But I just want to talk about where I'm from. So I'm from Porcupine, North Dakota. It's actually the smallest district in Standing Rock. There's 8 districts in Standing Rock, and I'm from the smallest one. We're small but mighty, and I'm really proud to be from there. And I've had a really awesome year, so I just really want to talk about my platforms. So I think the best part of being Miss Indian World is that you get to advocate on what you think is important. And obviously this year it's kind of like the elephant in the room. You know, I'm from the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, and that's exactly where the mini Wachoni Water is Life No Dapple movement was, and I got to very much use my title as an extra voice, you know, on behalf of my people, and talk about my community back home and how it was affecting us. And hello everybody, hello, yeah, I love the hellos, that's awesome. You guys are from all over Oklahoma, North Carolina. This is really awesome. What an awesome amount of people, wow. And I just really wanted to say that I also, besides water, you know, I also talked about suicide prevention, higher education, and language revitalization, all 3 of which I feel you can talk about to any indigenous community, any part of Indian country can be affected by all 3 of those. And so I kind of just want to tell you guys that I hope as a Miss Indian World I'm really remembered for my work with the students. I've spoken to over 10,000 students as Miss Indian World. I've visited over 50 tribal nations, so if you're out there and you've seen me probably, I was in Saskatoon for FSIN. Look, I can see all where you guys are from. And I got to go all over the place, and I'm very, very happy and proud of that. So over 50 tribal nations that I've got to visit, and 5 countries. I was all over in Europe for a while there. I was in England, and I was in Ireland. I got to go to the Irish memorial sculpture for the Choctaw Nation, the Choctaw people. And then I also got to go to the Pueblo Laguna. Hi, how's everybody going? Wow. I was all over in England, where I got to see Pocahontas, or that's what everyone calls her, Matawaka, her real name. I got to go there, and I got to visit, and I was very honored to see her resting spot, as well as I got to do fun things, like I got to dance down Abbey Road where the Beatles were. So I got to go in my regalia and dance down there. It was really, really awesome and exciting year. I've gone everywhere. I've gone to schools all across Canada and the United States. I've gotten to visit indigenous communities in Mexico. You know, I think Miss Indian World should be known not just as like a powwow girl. She's got to be known as being well-rounded. And I really wanted to take my year and use it as a year of activism. And so what an awesome year that I've gotten to do. So if you guys have any questions, keep asking me questions. I'm gonna have to hand over my title in 14 days. That's so exciting. I hope you guys all go to the Gathering of Nations. After my reign, I actually have to take the bar exam. I just was hooded with a Juris Doctorate degree in December, and which is very exciting. Thank you, yeah. Yeah, woo, yeah. I'm really excited to be completing my education, and then having to take the bar exam is probably going to be the hardest part, so I'm going to need your guys' prayers for me when I study this summer. So that's what I'll be doing after my reign, but I'll definitely continue to travel and to speak to students and to talk and to always be dancing. I think dancing is good medicine, and if you all dance, I think that's wonderful too, and so you guys will always see me out there dancing. Yeah, but I think that, again, I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm Danielle, again, Danielle Finn from the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. I'm Miss Indian World, and I hope to see you guys at the Gathering of Nations in 14 days, where I'm going to be giving up my title to the next wonderful contestant. And for those next contestants, I think I have a little bit of advice. I think first and foremost, always be yourself, you know, but when you're at the pageant, you know, put your best foot forward. You know, just remember, you're there for your people. You're representing your nation, your community, your family. So just always put your best self forward. I think that's the best thing. Oh, you're working on your master's? That's awesome. I see you. That's really cool. Wow. Look at, hello, everybody. Awesome. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Susan. Hi, Forrest.
Hey, by the way, thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions for Miss Indian World, chime in. Now is your time. She's going to be really busy for the next 2 weeks, so this is your time for our PowWows.com viewers. Chime in, ask her a question. She's right here.
Yeah. Thank you all for the kind words so far that I've gotten to read across the screen. But yeah, I think that my year so far has meant so much to me. I think that my year has been a year of a lot of work. I've been put to work every single day. I've had an event, or I've had a gathering, a community, you know, see-through, something of that sort. So I've always gotten to do something, and I think my year, I want to be known. What tribe are you from? I'm from the Standing Rock Sioux Tribe. That's the tribe I'm from. And what an awesome, it's the 4th largest reservation in the United States. It's 2.3 million acres. It's located in North and South Dakota. And that's my home. I'm from the North Dakota side. What was the most exciting thing you've done? Oh, that's a good question. The most exciting thing, there's my cousin again. Hi. The most exciting thing I've done is probably, ooh, that's a good question. I dropped a couple hockey pucks in Canada, or I've been on a lot of horses, a lot of big horses. And as a Dakota person, I think I did a really good job on horseback riding several times. But I think the most exciting thing, it was being over in Europe, I think, because, you know, there's not many indigenous people that they get to see every day. So I think the most exciting thing, besides meeting so many people and talking to so many students, was doing the fun things, like, you know, getting to go all over and travel. I think that's been the best part. So yeah. Wow, Argentina. Languages in schools. I can see. How do you feel about preservation of culture and language in schools? Preservation and revitalization. I feel like both need work. Especially, I think revitalization can come from our young people and really start using the language more. I always tell people, I know it's hard to become fluent overnight in our languages. I know that, you know, and I know it's something that we all need to work on every single day, whether that's just using one word or 2 words, saying hello, you know, greeting each other, or saying our see you laters, you know, anything is gonna work for our people. So I really think, hi from California and Florida. I think that everyone needs to do their jobs in helping, making sure our cultures continue. And I think the biggest part of that is with our language. That's my thing, because I know that with the loss of a language goes the loss of a culture. So we all really need to step up and make sure that we're practicing our languages. That's what makes us unique as Indigenous people. So, which country had the greatest impact on your journey? I think, there's been a couple tribal nations that I think have really impacted me, just because I think I want to go back and utilize some of their information of how they ran their tribal governments, or how they run their school systems, or how they run their culture programs that have really made a difference to me. I think I was up in Chibougamau in Canada, Quebec, Canada, way up north. It was very, very cold, and it was Cree country, and they say EU or Inu, that's what they refer to themselves as. But they instill their culture at a very young age. They have the young boys hunting in school, while they're in school, as part of their classes, they go and they hunt. They bring back the stuff, the food, the animals, and the young women have to cook it. And the young girls, I mean, these are 6, 7, 8-year-old children that are learning the importance. Again, hi everybody. So awesome, everyone's tuning in. I'm Miss Indian World 2016, 2017, Danielle Finn, and I'm from the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. I'm just taking questions from everybody. It's my farewell almost, so I'm just trying to get through some questions really quick. So keep asking them. If I don't see them, keep asking them because I'll get to them. What's something you want to do in the next 5 years you haven't yet? Ooh, that's a good question. You know, honestly, I'm 26 years old. I really hope to find the person that I want to love someday, and to start a family eventually, and to get a job. I'm gonna get a job right after this as Miss Indian World. It's a full-time job. You really can't hold a job as Miss Indian World because you're always working. So I'm gonna have a job pretty soon. But the next 5 years, what do I want to do? I really want to go to New Zealand. I really want to visit the indigenous people over there, the Maori people. I really want to go and see them. So that's something I want to do. Thanks, Alyssa, for that awesome question. Wow. Yeah. This is awesome. I'm glad you guys are asking questions. This is really, really cool.
And you guys, throw her some hearts. Yeah. I see like 1, 2, 3. Throw her some hearts.
There's a lot of people on
let
there.
her know that she did a great job this year. Aww. And ask her some questions because her time's almost up. Literally, 2 more weeks.
Yeah, 14 days, counting down. The most inspiring person that you look up to, it was always the elders. I really, really think elders are extremely important. I think my grandma, Unchi Phyllis Young, she's a very active woman and she's very powerful. I feel like she's a leader in our nation. I know that, but she's a leader to me always since day one. And she's someone that I look up to. But for a more like well-known Native woman, I would say Diane Hunitua, which is the first Native woman to serve in a federal judge position. And she actually graduated from the same law school as me. So I was like really excited. And I think she's an awesome role model. I think we should all be looking up to intelligent, you know, educated women. So that's something. Hi to William in Florida. I see you, Kim. Oh yeah, that's right. There's more PowWows this weekend. Yes. You know, I actually, when you win, you get the sash and crown. And so this was made by Nan Yellow Mule Gallegos. You can kind of see it. It's very shiny. Yeah, it's kind of like a disco ball. Do I think revitalizing indigenous religions is important to preserving Native culture? Yes, I think anything to revitalize is going to help us long term. And I think the things that have been taken away from us over time have really just impacted us in negative ways. So anything we can do to bring back, you know, anything is going to be good. I really do believe that, you know. Yeah, there's so many people. Hi. What do you think you can do to bring what is happening in your res to the mainstream media and help bring our concerns as Natives to the rest of the world? Well, for me, what I can do is continually use my social media and my platforms to continue to speak about it, Ira. And whether that is through Native people, because I think people think as Miss Indian World, I only talk to indigenous people or Native people, but I actually go and I talk to cities and residents that are non-Native or have no familiarity with Native culture or indigenous cultures. So I think in my position, I can help bring more allies to the table and more understanding of what is happening to our areas that are affected, such as my reservation. So that's how I can kind of help. I feel like my biggest help is to get the rest of the world involved with me. So, and continue to talk about it like I'm doing right now. So that was a really awesome question, Ira. I do have Facebook. You guys can friend me on Facebook. I also have an Instagram that you guys can follow with lots of pictures. I mean, I have a lot of things that you guys can always stay connected with me. Even though I'm going, my time's passing, I'll still be everyone's friend. I'll still try to be, you know, here. Yeah. Oh, I'm really glad you guys are all about, you know, preserving our cultures and our ways. That's awesome. Hello from South Dakota, St. Louis, Yakima. Awesome. Yeah. What do the people care about? What are their worries and concerns? What do you guys feel are something that is of concern? What do you feel that people should hear about right now? Because I feel like that's something that even the next Miss Indian World could advance, you know, as a discussion. And I feel like, you know, you guys should tell us as Miss Indian Worlds what the hopes and dreams are for yourself, your communities, your families, your nations. What do you guys? I want to hear your guys' ideas as well. So,
what are your hopes and dreams?
My hopes and dreams. Oh, I have so many hopes and dreams. I dream that, you know, one day we'll have higher graduation rates in our high school systems, because only 50% of Native high school students graduate from high school, and whereas Caucasian, or we say in my language Washichu people, they have 75%, which is 25% more. And I feel like one day I want it to be 100%. There's no reason why our people can't make it through high school, and I really want that. I also have the dreams of having better mental health services on accessible for Native people, because I know we're always going through things, especially there's still generational trauma that hasn't been addressed, and so I feel like we need places to grieve still and to cope and that sort of thing. And I think the biggest worry though for me is things that will always affect us from the outside that we won't have control over, which is what kind of was happening with Standing Rock, when big money talks and they can put stuff through our livelihoods, you know, through our water, through our lands, the things that are precious to us. And so my worry is that money is going to rule, and we're just going to continually have to fight. But that's okay. We've been fighting, so we'll be strong people always. So. Yeah, I know it's a lot of people wear makeup. My mom made me grow up saying that I shouldn't wear makeup, so I have a very natural look to me because of that. So thank you, Mom. Yeah, that's a good thing, I guess. Plus you sweat it off too. Anyways, what did you do for your traditional talent? I did the story and song and of the penny song and penny dance, and so I can sing a little bit for you if you want. It's a little bit of my talent. So I guess this was a part of the song that I sang. It's quite short, but this is a little bit of it. So Ina won chala imacha jinkata kien na oham kashni kin hawawo kieshmashe. There you go. Thanks, guys. Yeah. Hey, thank you. On the spot singing. You guys should hear me in the shower, though. That's much better. Yeah, I try to stay up on what's going on in indigenous issues all across the world, not just in North America, all over. Yes, we need to teach our children our language. I was actually a Head Start teacher, volunteer Head Start teacher on Standing Rock for 2 years of my life before I went to law school, and I did help with our young children to learn their, like, you know, colors and numbers and animals, and I was always trying to teach our language. So, oh, again, yeah, I'm the 2016-2017 Miss Indian World. Hamitaki, hello, my relatives. And I am Danielle to Sheena Finn, and I'm from the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. In case you guys all wanted to ask me some questions, I really hope you guys have questions for me. I have 14 days before the Gathering of Nations takes place in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where I'm going to be giving up my title to the awesome next wonderful girl. So, yeah, I want to know your guys' questions for me. I'm answering anything that you guys want to know. My biggest hopes, is just that we continue to be positive across Indian country. Make sure you guys are all, you know, doing wonderful things. I guess that's a big takeaway too of what I want from all of you that are listening and watching, you know, to uplift each other, uplift Native people. If you're not Native, you know, be a supporter. If you are Native, don't drag others down. I know it's so easy to be in that mentality, but one success for one of us is success for all of us. So just remember that. Be awesome and positive. I know in a world that is it's hard to be, but trust me, you know, keep going. Just try to keep your head up, I think. I have not been to Alaska. That's my goal, though, too, in the next 5 years to get to Alaska. Where will you be in the next 2 weeks? Which powwows, which events? So I'll be at the ASU powwow next week. That's the powwow of my school. That's where I went to school for law school at ASU, so I'll be there. Yeah, that's right, Sun Devils. Oh yes, they're gonna be so excited. And I will be in North Dakota. I have to get documented on a wet palette plate picture. Is that what it's called? Wet palette? Where they do you know, like old time picture, you know?
Like a stamp.
Yeah. That's what I'll be doing. They're gonna put me in like the historical society or something because I'm the first citizen of a tribe in North Dakota to get the title of Miss Indian World. So that's really awesome. Yeah. So what else? There is. So many.
Try to get those questions.
Yeah.
We're almost at the end.
Oh, I'm almost at the end. So get me as many questions as you want. Who influenced you the most? For the title of Miss Indian World, I think there was a couple people that influenced me. One of which was Cody High Elk. Shout out to Cody High Elk. She was the first ever Miss Indian World, and I'm actually related to her. I'm actually related to another Miss Indian World who inspired me so much and is probably the awesome, coolest person I know, and that's Jessa Ray Growing Thunder. And and she's out right now. She's at the Power right now. She's been taking care of me all weekend, and she's also someone who I really look up to. And I think so. Cody and Jessa have been some of my biggest influences and reasons why I think I ran for Miss Indian World. Right there, 2 relatives. Who would have known that I would have 2 relatives that were Miss Indian Worlds, and then here I am. So yeah. What are other ones? What was your greatest challenge to getting into law school? My greatest challenge getting into law school. I think I've always been very good at keeping my grades up and getting things in and being on time and not such. But the LSAT, the law school admissions test, was probably the hardest. I feel like standardized testings is hard for all Native people just because it's not really geared towards us in many aspects. And so I think that was the hardest thing for me, was the LSAT, getting a really strong score. But I did. I got a really strong score. I got into really good schools, and I was at a top 25 law school at ASU. So yeah, thank you. What other ones? I would like to see huge stand against drugs and alcohol. Yes, that's awesome, Christine. Yes, I'm totally with you on the drugs and alcohol. Thank you. That's a really, really good one. Yes. Our Earth is in trouble. Yes, I'm totally about Unchimaka, Mother Earth, and I think that I have been a big advocate this year. I actually got an environmental award because of my stand as Miss Indian World against it, so I was very proud of that too. The strength of people, beautiful. Yep. Thank you all. I really hope to meet you all one day. I really, really do. Powell Riverside, yes. Awesome. Yes. Sorry, I'm scrolling through all your stuff. How was your reign with your beautiful crown when I'm the age I want? I hope you do. I really hope you try out for Miss Indian World someday. I think it's a once in a lifetime experience.
How many times did it take you to win?
Oh, so I should tell you all. Yeah, it took me 2 times. So I ran twice. The first time I ran, I got second runner up. Which 3rd place, and that was the highest that Standing Rock ever got. So when I came home, everyone thought I won anyways. They're really proud of me for 3rd place, and I was really happy too and satisfied with that. But then I came to the age of 25, and that's when you age out of Miss Indian World, and so I thought, why not? Why just not try it again and give it another go? You don't have anything to lose. You already lost before, so I was like, okay, yeah, and so I tried again, and I think that's the biggest thing. If at first you don't succeed, you should try again, because you don't know what the cards hold for you or what timing the Creator has for you in life. So you should always try again. So that's definitely my advice, especially for the contestants this year for Miss Indian World. I know there's quite a few of you, and if you don't get a chance, just try again. That's what happened to me. So that's really, really awesome. What other questions? Which events? I got a lot of things going. What is next after you pass on the crown? As soon as I pass the crown on, I have to fly back to Phoenix. I have to pack my bags because my lease is ending in my apartment complex. So I'll be packing and moving, and then I gotta take the bar, so I'll be studying. You guys won't hear from me for probably 2 months because I'll be studying, which is a sacrifice, but it's really good. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I will be fighting for the rights of all Indigenous people with my law degree, whether that's through public policy or through courtroom type litigation, but we will see where I'm going to end up. I'm really not too sure, but I know it'll always be for the betterment of Indian country, always. Oh, any funny stories to share from along the way? Yeah! Okay, one funny story, I guess, kind of in a humbling way. So I got put on this horse in Wallapai. Wallapai is in Arizona, and they've never had Miss Indian World visit the Wallapai Nation ever before. And I was the first to go, and I was really super excited. They put me in their parade. And here they were like, "Can you ride a horse?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm Lakota, Lakota, Dakota. We're Sioux people. We're born on horses, just really." I was like, I thought it was good, right? So here they were like, "Okay, well, if you're that good, they're gonna put me on a yearling." So it was this really, really huge. I don't even know how many hands he was. He was a big, big, big horse, young horse, and just I got up on there and I was my sash and crown, my regalia and everything is all whipping him, and I had to hang on real tight the whole parade. I was so scared, everybody out of my mind, but I think that was the funniest thing that I think I had to put myself through, because I had to laugh at myself and think, yep, needed to be knocked down, and the creator found a way to really make sure that I really rode horse good in front of everybody. So I think that was a really good one. Let's see where do you, oh, yep, that's a good one. Where there's Standing Rock with my Comanche people. Yeah, there's a lot of Comanche people in Standing Rock. That was awesome. Very, very awesome. I hope that I will one day come to Alaska for sure. I think so. Yep. There's one from Alaska Native that's running this year, and I hope she does very, very well. There's only one coming down this year. So, Tiano, awesome, awesome. There's a lot of people. Thank you. Yeah, thank you guys. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Yeah. This is Charlie again.
Hey everybody. I know my forehead was like right there. It's like
Yeah.
All right, hey everybody. This is Charlie with PowWows.com. You guys get a PowWows.com exclusive with Miss Indian World right there. Hi, woo. All right, so her interview is almost over. We're gonna wrap it up. You guys get your last questions in there. Throw her some hearts. Let her know she's doing a great job.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So the last question, or some of the last questions, go ahead. I'm doing good. Thank you for your question, Catherine. How can people find me? I mean, after Miss Indian World is done, I won't have any access to the Miss Indian World Facebook page, but you guys can always follow me on my private page at Danielle to Sheena Finn, or, friend me, or I'm on Instagram. I'm all about the Instagram. You guys can always see photos of my life and what's going on. So please be friends with me. How was butchering a sheep? It was awesome. Okay, so really fun, awesome fact. Like, it's really odd, but once you kind of do one animal, I feel like you know what you're doing with other animals in a way, but it was a lot different. So my one of my best friends, my sister, she's Miss Indian Arizona. Shout out to Shandine. Hi, Shandine. She's the one who actually, actually killed it, but I helped, skin it and everything. So I kind of knew what I was doing because I've had to do other animals before in my life, but it was so awesome. It was at Navajo Mountain, and it was a beautiful experience, and it tasted really good afterwards. So yeah. Again, I'm from the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, so Hami Pakyapi to everybody out there. Yeah, thanks. My outfit, my mom tries to make everything that I wear. I made my hair ties, my dentalium hair ties. Thank you, Dominic. I will need that luck for the bar, for sure. I really hope that I made you guys all very, very proud, and for the next contestants that want to be Miss Indian World, again, just be yourselves, have fun, put your best self forward, remembering that, you have ancestors who are watching out for you, and if it's meant to be, it's gonna be. That's how I've lived my life. Right, Charlie?
Yeah.
Just caught him, sorry.
All right, so you guys, we're going to wrap it up, and we want to thank you guys for watching. You guys have a fabulous representative right here with Miss Danielle. All right, so I got one last question, and I'm sure she's going to have to answer this question again. For those of you guys who want to see her, for sure, you have to go to the Gathering of Nations powwow, which is going to be in 2 more weeks.
Yes.
And you guys have to go to her go-away. I mean, this is going to be the last time she's going to be the title holder. She's going to give a tremendous speech. She's got a presentation plan. It's going to be amazing. So this is the question. So the whole idea why I asked Danielle to do this was to give her heads up, get her prepped, get her ready on what to say, because she's going to be speaking in front of a lot of people. So this is the question that she will probably have to answer. She doesn't have to. She doesn't want to, because she's Miss Indian World.
No.
All right. What did your year mean to you? What does it mean to you being Miss Indian World?
Whoa, that is a heavy question, a deep question. What has it meant to me? Well, it's meant everything to me. I've gotten an opportunity to speak to young and old, and in between everywhere. I've gotten to do so many things that I feel like I would never have had if this experience didn't happen to me. I've also learned lessons. I've learned, what I feel is so positive in Indian country, and it gives me hope, and I feel like if anybody ever feels like they don't have hope, that I feel like I've seen all the hope that's coming down the pipeline, literally, like, people are coming that are going to be awesome leaders, and I've seen it all before my eyes, so it gives me so much hope. And so this year to me has meant, it's been an honor and a responsibility at the same time, and I feel like I really hope I made a dent somehow in what I've done with all the young people. So yeah, it's meant everything to me. Thank you all. Thank you, Charlie. To see you all at Gathering, that's going to be awesome. So Come, please come. Yeah.
All right, so Danielle, we want to thank you for being a part of PowWows.com and letting our viewers get to spend some time with you. That's amazing. If you could close us out with any song, that would be amazing. It doesn't have to be like a full-on, 4 push-ups. Yeah, a hymn, a Lakota hymn, anything like that. Yeah. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for supporting PowWows.com. And keep watching. Again, we're going to be there. You're going to see her again. So this is not going to be the last time you guys are going to see her. This is the next time you guys are going to see the transition from this year's reigning title holder to the next. Yeah. All right.
Okay, see you all. I'll sing really quick. I sang this song to my little brother as he was going out the baby. So, yeah, he-eh, hey-oh, he-eh, way, hey-oh, he-eh. 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 Chante washte la ke ashtima han hepe ki washte we he o hiye we he o hiye we he o hiye. Awesome! See you all later. Awesome.
And when you're done, hit that finish button.